HiredOne.com. When there's work to be done around or in your home, when there's money to be spent, you don't want to go wrong. What you don't know can hurt you. We're people you can trust. All your home improvement needs. Get advice from us. What you don't know can hurt you. HiredOne.com.
That's right, folks. It's the weekend. Welcome to HiredOne. My name's Adam Helfman. You're listening to the HiredOne Radio Network on 97.1 The Ticket. That's right. So, great weekend getting off, my friends. And lots going on in the home improvement world. Everybody's busy. We're busy. You're busy. Lots to happen. But finding good quality products, finding great contractors is the new difficulty out there. Plus, there's a popularity of a lot of products that we all want to talk about. And we always have fun with that. So we're getting right into it today. No mishmash with me telling you everything about everything. We're going right into it. So joining me on the HiredOne Radio Show is Lisa Storts from Hard Rock Stoneworks. Good morning, Lisa.
Good morning.
Welcome back to the show.
Thank you.
How have you been?
I'm great. You?
I'm awesome. I'm so good. Like, I don't know what to do with myself.
I love it.
So how's business at Hard Rock Stoneworks?
Business is great.
You're busy, aren't you?
We're very busy.
So every builder in town, it seems to be, uses Hard Rock Stoneworks. So when you see all of a sudden all these new houses going up that have granite in their kitchens, it's like, oh, yeah, we're using Hard Rock Stoneworks. And then when it comes to renovation, kitchens, baths, Hard Rock is there too.
Yes.
In fact, yeah, you lead the way with us on HiredOne.
Wonderful. We like to hear that.
That's great. So tell everyone, for the audience, in case anyone hasn't heard or doesn't know about you, where you guys are located, stuff like that.
Hard Rock Stoneworks is located in Sterling Heights, Michigan. We're near Mound and Van Dyke. Also in Troy, we have a kitchen and bath showroom.
Awesome.
Yes. We service the entire state of Michigan.
So recently, a couple friends of mine had asked me, say, Adam, I got a good kitchen. I like it. But I don't like my countertops. I want to replace them. So I always, I'm like, just go to Hard Rock Stoneworks. There's, an abundance of selections. And of course, right now, everyone's asking me, well, I like granite, but, I've been hearing about quartz, and I hear you talk about the popularity of quartz. Is that trend still on the upward swing where quartz is like on fire?
Quartz is on fire.
It is, isn't it?
Yes.
And you guys sell a few brands, don't you?
We do. We have a handful of brands of the engineered stone and lots of selection, lots of color. It's really come a long way in the past few years to look more like natural stone, but being an engineered stone, you can do more with it.
So the term, obviously quartz, is there actually quartz in it? Is that why they call it quartz?
Yeah, there's a level of quartz in there, depending on the brand, how much quartz. But
that's okay. Yeah, it's like their formula.
You got it.
So when you say engineered stone, so like granite coming out of the ground is like engineered by God.
Correct. Yep, it's a natural.
Thousands and thousands of years. Mm-hmm. But quartz being man-made or man-engineered, that means they grind up old stones? How does it process?
Yeah, it's ground up stone, quartz, granite, you name it, and then poured with resin. Resin is a big portion of the engineered stone, and it's poured into a mold. So that pattern's repeated in each slab.
Yeah.
And the formula, there's not much of a color change.
It's consistent.
It's very consistent, even with a varied pattern. You know what you're getting.
Cool. So that's the best part. It's consistent all the way through. It's more of a perfect type product. So you don't have to worry about it. You look at it all the way down the line. It's like, wow, that's exactly how I want it. Mm-hmm. And how is it compared to manufacture? Cut the corners, put edging on it. With granite, you've got these huge machines, these diamond tip blades that cut, all these edges. Is it similar process?
It's the same process.
Okay.
It's just quartz is a little more predictable than granite. Because granite is natural.
Right.
When you cut it, some are a little more temperamental than others, where with the quartz, the way that it's made, it's more precise.
So the thickness, there's no air bubbles. You get a piece of granite, it looks beautiful, but then 6 feet in or something, there could be some schmutz.
Right.
When you're cutting it.
I love it. Yeah, there could be some schmutz.
It's a HiredOne word. It's one of my isms.
I like it.
Yeah. So, that's cool. So let's give some homeowners, some tips right now. So if you're thinking of remodeling your kitchen, a bath, upgrading a conference room table, anything in your house, and you want, all right, let's go get granite or quartz. What should they look for? Or what are the first steps? Go to Hard Rock Stone, obviously, but what should you do?
Really, they need to look at the scope of their project. Are they just remodeling cabinets, countertops, doing the whole process, or are they just doing countertops? But we always recommend knowing the product and how you want to use your kitchen. That's going to determine whether you're selecting granite or quartz, because there's different elements to each product and how it should be used. We always say countertop is the focal point, so it should be the first thing you're looking at.
Okay, so that's important because let's use a kitchen as an example. Okay, you got cabinets, countertop, backsplash, flooring, right? Those are the main components in appliances too. So everyone, I've had people ask me, well, Adam, I love a hardwood floor, but I love a white cabinet, but how do I combine it and how do I blend everything together? So I guess in your opinion, the unifying piece or the glue for all that design is start with the countertop and then work your way out.
You got it.
That's a smart way to do that.
It is. It's when you think about visually, when you walk into a room, it's going to be the biggest part that's eye level. So we say it's the piece of artwork.
Well, that's true. It's totally true. So when they come to the showroom, they can, deal with a granite stone consultant from there. Do you have to make an appointment?
No, just come on in anytime.
You guys, what are your? You're open. Well, today you're open.
Yes, we are open Monday through Saturday. We do have a late day on Wednesdays. We open at 9 a.m. every day, and then the hours are 6 p.m. most days, 8 p.m. on Wednesdays, and then Saturday is 5, I believe.
Do you recommend making an appointment, or because you have enough people there, you just come on in whenever you can?
We have plenty of people. Come on in when you can. What we recommend is having a simple sketch of what you would like estimated, and then a salesperson will be able to show you stone and get you a quote based on what you're looking at and get you in the ballpark. Yeah,
and that's the best part about it. You know what's funny? One of the viewers, we're on Facebook Live. In case anyone wants to watch the show, and you're driving or whatever, be careful. But you can go to Facebook on the 97.1 The Ticket page or Hire It Done and watch us. But yeah, why don't we get Hard Rock Stone to redo the studio in here? And let's do quartz or granite on these tables.
Absolutely.
Right? You think Randy and Steve would?
I think they'd be definitely open to doing that.
So it'll be like, good morning, folks. It's Hire It Done live from the Hard Rock Stoneworks studio.
I love it.
That would be cool.
Yeah, it would be cool.
I bet you they're listening right now. And he's like, oh, boy, that's going to cost us. Well, maybe we can trade something. It's not a bad idea, right?
It's not a bad idea.
What color would you pick in here?
I would definitely put a quartz in here, and I'm a granite girl, but I would put quartz in here.
Yeah.
And based on if we were working with these elements, like we have one that looks like Calcutta Classic, so it looks like a marble. It's white, grays.
Well, that'd be cool.
Or we have a Marquina. It's black with white veining to it. It's beautiful.
So text us, folks, 97136. Should we put quartz or granite in the 97.1 The Ticket studios? That's what I want to do. And you know what? I think Hire It Done could underwrite that as well. Okay. We'll just let the listeners choose.
Okay.
That way, when Valenti comes back, he'll get all upset. anything to get under his skin is the best way.
I'll help you.
So that's cool. So, because you say quartz is super popular, are there any limitations to using quartz?
There can be when it comes to heat.
You
can scorch, it can crack.
So you can't take a hot cast iron pan off the grill and put it right on the countertop?
No, you cannot.
You can't do that with granite either, can you?
You shouldn't.
You shouldn't.
You shouldn't, but there's more risk with quartz.
Is there in quartz, is there a risk with staining? I spilled red wine on it?
There is, but less than a granite because being engineered, it's non-porous. But there is the potential of a stain, but minimal.
Okay, I didn't know.
Very minimal.
Yeah, because the other thing is because it's midsummer, you guys are crazy busy. We're crazy busy, and finding good contractors is so difficult. But right now, like our landscapers, they're like Adam, we don't need any more business right now. We're sold out through October, November. I'm like, okay, which leads me to say, hey, if you're thinking of doing a project, you better, start making the calls now. However, the outdoor kitchens, the outdoor fireplaces, and the outdoor living, what these guys are building right now, bigger projects.
Yes.
Can you do quartz outside?
No.
You can't. Okay, so there's a
cannot.
limitation.
There's a limitation.
Especially in Michigan.
Correct. It's the weather, cold, hot, but also quartz can fade because it's an engineered stone. It can,
Okay.
The color can change. The temperament of it can change. So we recommend natural stone outside.
All right, well, let's go. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, I want to talk about which costs more to do. I'm Adam Helfman. You're listening to 97.1 The Ticket. Welcome back, folks. My name's Adam Helfman. This is 97.1 The Ticket. You're listening to Hire It Done, the fastest growing home improvement show in America. That's right. What's up? This segment of Hire It Done is brought to you by Kangaroo, because they hop to it. Hire It Done clients getting a full replacement from Kangaroo will receive $750 off plus 50% off new gutters and gutter guards. Just visit hireitdone.com and click on the specials. I'm liking that one. So back in studio with me is Lisa Storts,
Hey.
National Account Manager for Hard Rock Stoneworks. Welcome back.
Thank you.
Hardrockstoneworks.com is the website. And the number, folks, 586-532-7763. You guys have been around for a while.
Yes.
I've known you guys forever. Randy and Steve, great guys.
Yes, they are.
Gary Swick, awesome.
The best.
Lisa Storts, awesome.
She's cool.
Yeah, she's awesome. Oh, wait, you're right there.
Oh, weird.
So, we were talking about quartz and granite. You really shouldn't use quartz outside. I get it.
Yeah.
For the weather change. Granite is a rock. It comes from outside.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. There's what you want.
Right.
But over the years with weather, doesn't you have to maintain granite at all, or is it just light maintenance? What is the deal with that?
You mean exterior, interior?
Anytime. Yeah.
Anytime. So with exterior, we recommend winterizing the
Okay.
stone each season. Interior and exterior, you may need to reseal your stone, but not within the first 15 years of owning it.
Oh, okay. So it's not a big.
Yeah, it's virtually maintenance free.
I'm liking that. So
Mm-hmm.
that's pretty cool. When you say winterize,
Yes.
what does that mean?
Well, we have a stone.
Coating or something?
Yeah. Well, we have a stone outside at Hard Rock. It's one of our displays, and we'll cover it. We almost like what you do to boats. Put the
Oh, okay.
plastic shrink wrap over it.
Got it.
That's more to protect it from salt, because we salt the parking lot, things like
Got
that. The snow, whatever could be in it, elements.
No, that's
Just
what I wasn't
keep
sure.
it nice.
Okay, so you're busy. Homeowner says, all right, I'm doing a kitchen, I'm doing a bath. I want new countertops. I want to go pick my granite or quartz. They come to Hard Rock Stoneworks, and they're like, oh, my God, I love this white, super pure white with this veining in it quartz. I don't know a name, but, Southstone has
Yeah.
like a really cool,
Yeah.
There's
It's
a
called
couple-
Calcutta Classic.
Calcutta Classic. There we
Looks
go.
like marble.
Perfect.
hmm
I want it for my kitchen. Do I have to pick a slab, or since the display and the slab is the same, I don't have to worry about that?
Correct. Yeah,
Okay.
you do not have to select a quartz slab.
Because granite, you do.
You do. We recommend it. Granite has more texture, variation. It's natural. One slab may look different to the next,
Yeah, and that's the whole natural beauty of stone.
Correct.
But the consistency and the best part about quartz is that when you pick the display, what they install is exactly the same, which I love.
Yeah.
So now timeline. So I pick it out. I meet with my kitchen guys. I got the cabinets. I got my countertop. I got my flooring. I'm super excited. And when it's time to put countertops in, how much leeway or how much time does Hard Rock need in order to, from the day I pick it out to the day I want it installed?
Okay. Well, that's easy. When we know your cabinet install date, or if you're just
Yeah.
replacing, typically once you have your stone selected, we know everything's on site. Sink, faucet, you have all your elements in the home. We can typically get a template scheduled within 3 to 5 days. And then from template to install, we're running 7 to 10 days
Perfect. So
at
not
the
bad.
most.
And you guys have a facility that's unlike no other. Are you the largest granite manufacturer or processor? Or, I don't know the right
Fabricator.
Fabricator.
Yeah, I would say.
Probably around or in the top. handful.
Absolutely. In Michigan, for sure.
You're in multiple
doubt.
states now.
Yes, we are.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Loving that. Hard Rock Stoneworks, America's biggest granite.
That's right.
That's what we'll call you.
That's what we strive to be.
So, but you know what's good about it? You know, sometimes they say, oh, too big is, not good. In your situation, what I noticed is that you guys are systematic and you take a lot of care in like training your installers. And so you guys have like a training facility now.
We do. Yes.
And I remember when we were there, you were just putting it together. That was like last year already.
Yeah.
But so tell me just a little bit about that. So for anybody out there who's worried, like, oh, they're too big or they're this, I want these guys to come in and I want a custom install. Explain to everyone how that, because of your training facility, that every job is custom.
Yes. We acquired a building and we wanted to build an area where we could train our guys. So what we do is bring the installers in, templaters too. We pull them off the road for a week. We take that crew and we put them through several scenarios. So we've put in unlevel cabinets, cabinets that are not installed properly, missing fillers where doors can't open, a slide-in range, a cooktop, brackets for support, things like that. And we have our our leader who used to be an installer years ago, he's now in-house training these guys to make sure that each installer is trained exactly the same. So it's not an installer training the next installer and people get, we all have bad habits. No, it's the same training for every single installer. So the customer knows when we get out there, they have the best of the best in their home and it doesn't matter who it is. We have 30 installers.
That's something that the light bulb went in my head just now. That's called a benchmark and a best practice. Okay. Mm-hmm. But what you said was different scenarios. Your guys come out in template and then when they come to put the top in, maybe the one end of the cabinets are a half-inch lower than the other end, or maybe the wall's out of square. Mm-hmm. I never even thought of that.
Yeah.
So you guys can sample different scenarios so that the installers, when they're on the job, and this is what we talk about with Hire Done, I beat this to death. The best contractor is one that's solution-minded.
Correct.
You are teaching that to your installers. Mm-hmm. So when they come out and they say, oh, well, this cabinet, it's off a half-inch, they know how to solve it right on the job. Mm-hmm. To me, that's benchmark, best practices. So congratulations on that. And for the listener, it's so important to know that, you may save $1 by getting, these small installers and they come in and they, jam it in and they say, oh, we'll make it up the difference with caulk, or you need a backsplash or we'll cover it. Not the case with you guys. No. And the other thing is when you do the template, because the template, you said from template to install could be 10 days?
At the very most.
Okay, so sometimes
Typically
less.
7.
Okay.
Yeah.
But your guys use electronic equipment. It's not like cardboard boxes. I remember they used to take the boxes, the cardboard boxes, cut the cardboard and lay it on the top and then cut it. Mm-hmm. And that was the template. Mm-hmm. Simple, but not always a thing. Right. Today, you guys use lasers and...
Correct.
Electronics, got an iPad, all kinds of things.
Yeah, everything's
super cool.
Digital.
Which is important. Mm-hmm. So are you guys hiring?
Yes.
You're always hiring.
We're hiring.
You're looking for competent people, pass a drug test, want to work hard, because you can make great money working for you guys.
Absolutely, you can.
I mean, business is booming. You're always looking for, quality help.
Yeah. And
so they just go to Hard Rock Stoneworks and just email you or...
Correct. Yeah. And we make it worth it. I mean, we have benefits available that most fabricators would not.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, quartz and granite pricing. Okay.
Yes.
Although I haven't seen it lately, and maybe that's a good thing. You used to see these guys advertise granite, X amount per foot. Mm-hmm. Kind of like I call it fuzzy math, like the roofers. Some of the roofers or some of the window companies, $9 a square, and, 2 for 1, 3 for 1. I mean, come on. How can you do this, people? How do you even believe this, drivel?
Right.
For you guys, you don't advertise prices. You advertise great service and quality.
Yes.
And you're not, here's the best part, you're not the most expensive guy out there. When I tell people say to me, well, what about Hard Rock? Are they expensive? I'm like, no. You're never the most expensive. You're never the cheapest.
No.
You're right in the middle.
You got it.
But for me, I believe Hard Rock Stoneworks you get way more than you paid, like because the service.
Yeah, we're very service driven.
Yeah, the customer satisfaction is way out. Oh, it's way past 5 stars. That's the best part. Yeah. So I'm glad about that. So pricing, when we do the pricing,
yes,
is there good, better, best? Let's use Granite as an example. And Quartz has different pricing too.
Yes, it sure does.
So okay, so how do you price that? Is it just like like these slabs are this?
Why is one this price and one the other? So a lot of that has to do with the natural stone is availability, mining. How easy is it to get your hands on it? And so there's lots of factors. Is it readily available? The more available it is, the less it's going to cost.
Okay, so
than
the
something that's
more
you got it, exotic and coming across
different edges,
the world. Yes,
leathered finishes.
Those will increase the price.
Is there like a super expensive granite?
There is a
Give me like a high end, like the Rolls Royce granite.
The square foot price of a Rolls Royce granite would probably be like $175 a square foot.
Oh, I want that right here in the studios.
You don't.
I don't?
No.
Okay. Real quick, Hard Rock Stoneworks current promo, 2 rooms for the price of 1.
Yes.
If you buy countertops for your kitchen, you get a vanity for free. Go to hardrockstoneworks.com.
Absolutely.
I'm Adam Helfman, and you're listening to the Hire It Done Radio Network on 97.1 The Ticket. Welcome back, folks. This is Hire It Done. My name's Adam Helfman. You're listening to 97.1 The Ticket. Great show today. We just had Lisa Storts from Hard Rock Stoneworks in studio, and it's amazing to see. Back in the day, granite was all the popular way to go, and then all of a sudden, quartz made it on the scene, and that's just been on fire, basically. So, if you're thinking of a countertop or a kitchen or anything like that, you gotta check them out. I highly recommend it. They got some really good deals right now. But one of the things that we talked about with Hard Rock Stoneworks was when you're doing a remodeling job, what is the process of what do you pick first? Your floor, your countertops, your cabinets, where is that at? And so, it led me to think, how important all the components are and how they mix together. So some homeowners get frustrated and don't even know what to do or where to pick the right colors or how to match anything. So that seems to be difficult, but it's not when you hire a professional. So with that being said, we have professionals in the studio today. That helps me feel better because I'm totally not professional. So we have Cathy Buchanan from Independent Carpet One in Westland in the studio. Welcome back, Cathy.
Good morning, Adam. How are you?
I am so good. I don't know what to do with myself. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you for having me back.
Yeah, it's always a pleasure. It always puts a smile on my face when you're
Me
in here.
too. Look at
It's
we're
fun,
both
right?
smiling.
It's the best. Well, we're both Spartans, so
This is so true.
that always makes it fun too. So we earlier were talking about granite, and our granite guest from Hard Rock Stoneworks says, "Listen, you got to pick your countertops first to match your cabinets and your flooring." Now, you're the expert in the flooring business. Do you agree with that, or would you say, well, I want flooring first, or what's the balance there?
You know what? It can go either way. It helps us if we have samples of their cabinetry and their granite countertop, because you don't want the granite or marble top to immediately match the floor. You want it to accent it and to coordinate with it. But if it looks too matchy-matchy, then it's like...
Yeah, matchy-matchy's not good.
Matchy-matchy's not good.
See, I like the fact that you said that because the complementary... To complement that.
To complement it, absolutely. But sometimes, if they don't have a granite countertop, it might help them to find one if we find the perfect floor for them. So it can go both ways.
Well, I've seen people say to me, "Oh my God, I've got to get this, plank flooring for my house, and then I'm going to remodel my kitchen and go after that." You know what I'm saying?
No, now in that respect, I would recommend it to go do the complete opposite. Find at least the cabinetry. Give me an idea of the coloration of the cabinet. If it's a wood cabinet, do we really want to put a wood floor down?
Okay.
And if we do put a wood floor down, it either has to be lighter than your cabinet or darker than your cabinet. Again, no matchy-matchy, because then it looks like a huge, big ball of a wood tree in a log cabin.
No one wants that.
Yeah, it's not good.
I got you. So that's the importance of hiring a professional, though, because somebody who can say, I'm not just here to sell you flooring. I'm here to help you complement the whole room, create that look that you want.
Well, it's a reflection of us.
That's true.
You know, if we help them and their home doesn't have that beautiful fluidity from one room to the next, or it doesn't really complement the rest of the house, people are going to say, "Oh my God, who did you work with to help you do this?"
Yeah.
I want them to say, "Oh my God, who did you go to? Because this kitchen or this living room, your house is beautiful. Who helped you?" That's what I would want rather than the other.
You know what? And that's the wow factor that people always look for. And you know, the situation is that people's tastes are unique. Everyone's different.
Everybody's different.
One of the reasons why I used to love being in the renovation business is because we would do 100 kitchens a year, 100 bathrooms, 100 room additions. We did a ton of work. But what I always said was the kitchen I did for Mrs. Buchanan is different than the kitchen I did for Mrs. Goldberg. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Everybody has different tastes, but they're still kitchens. And that was what the best part about it, is designing it for their needs. So when someone needs flooring and they come to Independent Carpet One, you can, you know, immediately with a few minutes of their time know exactly what they need.
Well, Adam, you've been to our store, so why do
Yeah.
you think we have a 10,000 square foot showroom with so many different options? Because everybody's different.
Yes.
Not everybody's going to want a whitewashed wood plank. Somebody's going to want something that's warm. Somebody may still want the like the Asian exotic type of looks, which are not really popular right now, but
You never know.
you never know. Somebody has a contemporary home or a traditional home or a very European home. So you have to have a lot of varieties, a lot of
And there are just rooms.
selection.
There's rooms in the house that have different themes.
Absolutely.
So that's the other thing as well. So let's talk about the flooring business as a whole. What right now is, you know, I'm a carpet guy.
I know that.
love carpeting. For whatever reason, I like plush.
Cozy.
I want my toes to get into it.
That's right.
But there's also a great argument to be said for solid or hard floors,
Right.
hard surfaces. So what, in your opinion, where do you see the most popularity right now?
Well, if you walk into our store, you definitely know we are a carpet store first and foremost. But we have to have a lot of selection for the consumer. We have to be competitive out there. So we carry everything from laminates to hardwoods to luxury vinyl floors that look like a hardwood floor or a ceramic floor. We carry and dabble a little bit into ceramic, but with the ceramic independents out there, you know, like in Tile Row, it's kind of hard to be competitive with them.
Sure.
And they know their industry so very well. And then we have we have carpet, of course, but I think the direction that the industry is going right now, strangely, as you're going to hear it, I think people are going to start playing with laminate floors again.
Really?
It's a crazy thing because luxury vinyl floors scratch.
Okay.
They have a very delicate finish to them. So if you have a dog with big claws,
Yeah.
or even a little dog with claws, or like me, I don't take my high heel shoes off when I get home. I walk around my house with my shoes on, although I tell other people to take their shoes off. So it's kind of like crossing the
I got you.
mixed rules. But
So I didn't realize that.
laminate floors will not scratch. And laminate floors today need to be competitive with luxury vinyl floors because
Sure.
they're all waterproof, right?
Yep.
And that's what they promote: waterproof, pet-proof, kid-proof. Laminate floors are now becoming waterproof.
Oh.
So now you have the best of both worlds. You have the visual look of a wood. You have a non-scratch finish, non-dent. It will not fade. It will not stain. So
laminate floors have evolved.
They've evolved, and they're giving luxury vinyl floors a run for their money.
Okay,
I
so
think we're gonna
competition is
see
good
that.
though.
It is good.
Are they installed the same way?
They are installed the same way.
So it's a good way to do that. So the other thing I like about laminate, or even the luxury vinyl tile, is the resemblance to the real product. You know,
Yes.
it's like a high definition photo that's inlaid.
Some of them are really good. Some of them are not so good.
Well, I got to be honest with you.
So they
I'm
need to
fooled.
let us tell them, don't do this floor.
Okay, so you get to tell. Yeah. Well, do you give feedback to the manufacturer?
Oh, well, when we go to convention, we always do.
Okay.
So we get to see a wide variety of new introductions and new products and new programs, and I do. I mean, I'm very boisterous, as you know, so I have no problem telling them, well, I'm not putting
Tell
that
us
on
how you really feel, Cathy.
That looks like plastic. Yeah.
Well, that's cool. We're talking with Catherine Buchanan from Independent Carpet One in Westland. Where are you guys located?
We are at 1400 North Wayne Road, which is not too far from 275, just south of Ford Road. Very easy to get to, no matter where you're coming from.
So you service the whole listening area.
We service the whole listening area and beyond.
And I got to be honest, for everyone out there listening, this showroom is incredible. Like, it is the real deal. Like, you have everything for anybody.
Everything for anybody.
And so that, to me, means a lot. And one of the things that I wanted to ask you was, because of, like, the laminate floors and the luxury vinyl, would you consider those a replacement or an alternative for wood flooring? Because we get, we're getting a ton of wood floors, with all the resurgence of the renovations in the city.
Right.
Everyone's like, oh my God, we ripped the old carpet and there's these hardwood floors everywhere. Gold, we struck gold. But some of them are destroyed. You have to take them out. So is this a replacement or is it a complement? How would you classify it?
If you have an older home built like from maybe 1960 and before, you're going to find beautiful hardwood floors in your home. Hopefully they're beautiful. Hopefully they're not water stained from plants or roof leaks coming in from the walls. Or pet stains or anything like that. Sometimes a sand and refinish can refurbish those beautiful hardwood floors, but sometimes they can't. And I've always told people that a hardwood floor can be a wonderful investment. So if you want to sell your home, to say that you have natural hardwood floors in your house, as you know, is a wonderful additive to, for resale purposes. But hardwood floors aren't perfect for everybody.
No.
So if you have a dog with big claws, you are going to scratch that floor. If you have kids that are still at the age of dropping things off of the table at dinner, you are going to dent that hardwood floor.
Well, I'm 50 and I still do that.
Or even if you have teenage kids, because I can't upset Alicia because she's not a teenager anymore, but my kids used to sit on the chair and lean back
and
on
rub
the
against
back
the wall.
two legs. And I have indentations on the other side of my dining room table.
Perfect.
And things like that just drive me bonkers.
Exactly.
Where laminate floors, like we were saying, that give you the presentation of a wood won't have that problem. If you have young children, if you're a new family with young children, a laminate floor might be a perfect investment.
Well, that's why we want to discuss that. All right, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, I want to talk about technology, what's new coming around, and, my love of carpet.
Okay.
I'm Adam Helfman, and you're listening to Hire It Done on 97.1 The Ticket. Welcome back, folks. My name's Adam Helfman. You're listening to Hire It Done on 97.1 The Ticket. Back in studio with me is Catherine Buchanan.
Hello,
Welcome.
darling.
How are you?
I'm good.
You think the Spartans are going to do well this year?
They're going to rock this year.
Like, I think it's so underrated. Like, I'm not a sports guy. I know the owners of the teams instead of anything but that. But since I went to state and I'm a Spartan, let's talk about it for a quick second.
Did you see Connor Cook last night?
No, I did not.
So I didn't realize that he was doing so well with the Oakland Raiders, and he did really good.
How about
He's
them
really
apples?
matured. I enjoy it. And yeah, all of our Spartans are great. Brian Hoyer, Kurt Cousins, Connor
So not
Cook.
only does she know flooring, she knows football.
I do.
I love that. Well, good. So I think the Spartans are going to do really well this year.
I think they will.
Like, secretly going to crush everyone.
Well, I just want him to crush the Wolverines. Sorry.
Well, of course. Listen, go blue,
Sorry about
Gunny.
that.
Our board op / phone
I
screener
know. I hope
today.
I didn't offend any listeners.
He's a big Wolverine. It's all good. Hey, listen, just if you guys
Rivalry
want,
is good. It's like competition, right?
of course, and if you want an extra special discount, let everyone know that you're a Spartan fan.
That's right.
You'll get that.
And you won't get charged more if you're a Wolverine. I'll just say I'm sorry. for
Right,
you.
but you don't have any yellow or Mason blue colors
my
in your
store?
Never.
So our last National Karastan Month promotion that we had in May,
Yeah.
the colors were blue and gold. And I'm like, are you kidding? You seriously want me to create a showroom with these colors?
Did it work?
I had to have blue and yellow balloons for 30 days in my showroom.
It
It
happens.
made me sick every
But
morning.
it worked.
looking at It did. It was a great promotion.
Listen, Karasan is a really good product, isn't it? It's
They're
like
one
the
of
benchmark.
the best in the industry.
And not
for
everyone
quality
carries
and
it.
Performance. No, it's an exclusive line. You have to be invited to be a part of the
So it's the real
Karastan
deal.
family.
And you guys are, of course.
We are, of course.
So, technology
Mm-hmm.
and carpeting. You'd think, well, you have electronic. There's no smart carpeting, but let's talk about it because I love it.
I know you do. Because it's warm and cozy and
Right.
fuzzy.
I'm that guy. Like, I would rather have carpet. Like, when I want a Netflix, I'll be on the ground. I want, I don't need hardwood floor with an area rug. Please.
Yeah.
Give me some thick, plush, even shag. I'm always waiting for shag to make a comeback.
We have some shag. You've seen it.
I love that. So let's talk about the carpeting. What brands have really new technology, like for kids with allergies, off-gassing? Is there anything like that? Green?
Actually, both Shaw and Mohawk have their individual products. So let me talk about Mohawk.
Sure.
Mohawk has a product called Arrow. And Arrow it's all polyester right now, at high advanced generated polyester. And then on the back is a cushion, an already built-in cushion. So you could do it yourself, but it has to be professionally installed in order for the warranties and everything to apply. But this product is totally 100% waterproof. And if you have children or yourself have allergies, high impact to allergies in the home, even though some people have allergies, they still have pets, kind of
Right.
confusing. But either way, if you have high allergies and if you do have pets, it's a perfect answer for the homeowner. So that's Arrow.
That's cool.
And we have that in our showroom floor. It's just a little brief synopsis. And then Shaw came out with a new product that's going to be introduced into the Carpet One program this fall in our H2O collection. So again, H2O meaning waterproof, pet-proof, kid-proof. Not a cushion backing, but the same type of a concept. But some of the products are now nylon. So it's not just polyester like Mohawks. It's a combination of nylon and their polyester programs. And so that's really igniting some interest
cool.
and bringing some excitement
So
back
you
into
spill
the
a glass of water
surface.
on the floor, it beads up, or what happens? It just...
Well, it'll bead up. It won't soak into the product, but you can extract it. So if for some reason you have a flood, or for some reason you spill, a lot of water or wine or
your
anything
100-gallon
like that.
fish tank explodes.
Oh, God forbid. But yes, exactly.
Okay, so that's cool. Now, are those products more expensive, or...
No, not at all.
And it's pretty much... I mean, when you say polyester, nylon... is that it's still soft? It feels
You
cool.
still have a soft appeal. There's a difference between a polyester yarn system and a nylon yarn system. And I tell my customers, if you think of a carrot, no matter how you slice it, dice it, shred it, whatever you do to a carrot, it's orange, unless it's an organic carrot, which are yellow and purple and red. But the same concept, it's one color. So basically there are no dye sites in a polyester or a triexta yarn system, so it can't stain. You can't penetrate through that solid mass of color, where a nylon is like an apple or a radish, but on the outside it's the beautiful color of a Red Delicious or a Granny Smith, but if you cut it, it's white on the inside.
Yeah.
So if a stain can penetrate through that beautiful color, then you have a little bit of a challenge. But with the stain protection today on nylon yarn systems, and as long as you maintain your carpet, you shouldn't have a problem.
Well, that's cool. How busy are you guys right now?
Crazy busy.
You're having a good year,
We've
aren't you?
we've had a stellar few months. January and February were
Right.
very, very soft, but we've been busy, and I think that's due to the longevity of our store. People trust us. They have a confidence to know that we've been in business for 50 years,
Yeah.
and they know that we're going to take care of them. And we have certified salespeople and certified installers, and it's a matter of trust.
Well, that's the best part about your company. And one of the things that puts you above everyone else is the fact that you have what we call bragging rights.
Okay, yeah.
There's a lot of people that get in the carpet, right? Business. Oh, next day carpet, this thing, that thing, But you guys are a solid foundation in the business
We are.
for generations,
For generations, yeah.
which is amazing. 96% of all companies go out of business in the first 5 years. Think about that. You guys are now 50?
50 years this year.
Oy, I'm 50. You've been
I
around as long as me.
know.
What up?
Hey,
That sounds kind of cool. I like that.
1968, baby.
Yeah, I love that. You just gave away my age. Whatever. I don't care. I don't look it. Do I look 50? No, not at all.
You don't.
Loving life. It's good though. So here's the deal. So you've been around that long. You do great work. People are coming to you in droves. What could be better? Are you guys looking for more installers, looking for hiring?
Always looking for good installers.
Isn't that the hardest part?
Well, you have to go. The thing that I wish our government did was do programs for kids or, young adults. Vocational schools.
Love that.
This is what we are missing. Now, they do plumbing and roofing and electrical, but,
Right.
this is an art installing flooring,
Not
whether it
easy.
be hardwood flooring or ceramic or carpet,
Right.
it's an art, and it should not be frowned upon. Our installers work very, very hard, and they are miracle workers.
Yeah.
They make your home beautiful.
It's the truth, and I agree with that. So, if somebody if you're, I know people whose kids are they're not made for college. Okay, great, nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with
Become
that.
a plumber, be an electrician, make 6 figures a year, easily. Boom. So, same thing with a flooring installer. You learn that trade, and if you're trained properly, you could have solid work for as long as you want to work.
And I'm going to tell you, no offense to my installers, but I do payroll, and I see what they are making. I'm like, they made more than me this week. I'm
Isn't that
doing
crazy?
something wrong, but I'm
Well,
not
they're
going to
doing a good
install
job,
it. I
though.
like nice nails.
And you have a really good sale coming up right now.
We do. September and October are probably the prime periods of the year to come in to purchase flooring.
So come to your showroom and check it out.
Prime, yes.
1400 North Wayne Road in Westland.
Yes.
IndependentCarpet1Westland.com.
That's correct.
How about them apples?
It's a long
I'm
website.
reading. Yeah, it's all
but-
good. It works.
Yeah.
Well, listen, I love you, and I want to thank you
I
for
love
coming on
you
the show.
too.
You
Thank
guys
you
are
for
great.
having me
Yeah.
here.
It's already the end of the hour. Is that crazy how
I know.
fast
Why
it goes?
don't we do this more often?
Well, I'm definitely going to talk to Erica because I want you to come and co-host, and we're going to talk about what we did then.
Yes,
Okay?
that would be
So,
great.
folks, if you want flooring done right, you know where to go. Independent Carpet One Westland. Thanks for coming on, Cathy.
Thank you for having us, Adam.
Thank you, folks, for listening. I'm very grateful for everyone tuning in. I'll see you next week. My name's Adam Helfman. This is Hire It Done. 97.1 The Ticket.